What's up, guys? It's Josh here, and I'm here with the Extreme Rules 2017 pay-per-view review. I would have had this done earlier. I was actually planning to do live reactions and record it all, but my phone is horrible with storage. I don't have anything downloaded like major, but like a couple of apps, and that's pretty much it. But it still says I've run out of storage when I reach like 2 minutes or 3 minutes into a video. So, that was that. I was gonna have that up, but that screwed up. So I had to record this gameplay really quickly, and now I'm gonna tell you guys all the match results to the pay-per-view. First match on the actual card. I'm not doing the pre-show. The actual card. The Miz versus Dean Ambrose. It was really a really good match. Potential match of the night. There was a stipulation where if Dean Ambrose got himself disqualified, he would still lose the title. Towards the end of the match, Maurice had got up on the apron, and Dean Ambrose almost ran into her, and then he stopped, and then The Miz almost ran into her. He stopped, and then he had hit Ambrose down, and Ambrose fell, and then, jeez. Sorry about that. Had a hiccup. And yeah, Maurice was on the apron, and Miz had almost ran at her, but he stopped, and then he had told her to hit him, like slap him in the face, because I guess he wanted the rep to call a DQ. So I don't know. I was just confused by the whole thing, though. This whole stipulation. I feel like if it's Extreme Rules, maybe it should have been an Extreme Rules match because on that Raw, when Ambrose kicked him in the nuts, he should have been like, the Miz was like, we should have a match for the Intercontinental Championship that where Dean Ambrose can't get leeway on me or do anything like that, and they should have set up an Extreme Rules match, but I guess they're not trying to be super gimmicky because the only Extreme Rules match was the Fatal Five Way, the main event, obviously. But later on in the match, Miz ended up in the Skull Crusher finale after Maurice had got thrown out for slapping the Miz, trying to fool the referee. And Miz is Intercontinental Champion again, a 7-time Intercontinental Champion. Hopefully, he does break Chris Jericho's record because I don't really see Chris Jericho winning back. Because I don't really see Chris Jericho winning the IC title anymore. Mostly because the IC title is now on Raw. And if Jericho comes back, then he's just going to be on SmackDown Live because he beat Kevin Owens at Payback for the U.S. title. But that's besides the point. Miz Intercontinental Champion. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Next match on the card. Rich Swann and Sasha Banks versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. And Sasha Banks and Noam Dar. No. Sasha Banks and Rich Swann, won that match. I don't know how. I was not watching that match. I was watching Game 2 of the NBA Finals while that match happened. And I had walked out of my room to go use the bathroom, so I didn't even see the finish of the match. Elias Sampson came out and sung a song. I actually left out my room as soon as that segment came on. So, yeah, nothing special happened there. He just sung a song to Baltimore, so cool, whatever. He's been getting a lot of heat, though, so, hopefully he does good eventually as a heel. Get a push. Next match, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Probably like the most boring match of the on the show. Like I said, I didn't watch Rich Swann and Noam Dar and those guys because I just didn't care. And when I walked back in my room, it was like on the Elias Sampson segment, so I didn't see what happened at all. I'm pretty sure that match wasn't anything spectacular. But the women's match was just Russell, kendo stick. Bayley ended up hitting a Bayley to belly and then got hit with the kendo stick again and then got DDT'd and the match was over. Why with this kendo stick on a pole? I would have liked that to be Extreme Rules as well. I know they don't want to gimmick the pay-per-view up too much, but in 2015, I remember Dean and Luke Harper had a pretty cool Extreme Rules match. Was it an Extreme Rules? Yeah, it was an Extreme Rules match. John Cena and Rusev had an Extreme Rules match. It was like really good. So like I don't understand like why we can't have more than one Extreme Rules match, but it's whatever. Next match after that I believe is the Cruiserweight match between Neville and Austin Aries. This was actually a really good match, but towards the end of the match Neville ended up hitting a red arrow on the back of Austin Aries, which looked absolutely brutal, and he ended up hitting the putting on the Rings of Saturn and winning the match and regaining the Cruiserweight Championship. The King shall never lose. He's eventually going to have to lose, but who though? Let me know in the comments who you think Neville will lose to, because the only other Cruiserweights in the division that I've seen are Rich Swann, Jack Gallagher, and TJP. And TJP's kind of like on his side as an ally, sort of, kind of, but I guess he's next in line. But It's whatever. The main event, obviously, the Fatal 5-Way between Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe. The Destroyer not Roman Reigns, the Destroyer Samoa Joe won that match. Really good match. Roman ended up spearing Finn and Samoa Joe through the barricade. Seth Rollins ended up hitting a frog splash on Bray Wyatt through the announce table. Really good back and forth stuff. Finn and Roman were actually the last two guys in the ring. And once Finn went for his drop kick in the corner, then he got hit with a Superman punch. I thought it was a GG. I thought Roman was going to win. But Roman went to the corner for the spear, ran out of the corner. Finn hit a sling blade, hit his drop kick, went for the coup de grace, hit the coup de grace, went for the pin. Samoa Joe gets in the ring, pulls him off of the pin, and hits him with the Coquina clutch, locks it in. Finn passes out, and Samoa Joe will be facing Brock Lesnar for the Universal title in 5 weeks at Great Balls of Fire, the best pay-per-view name for a WWE pay-per-view event ever. No doubts about it, no ifs, ands, or buts. Best pay-per-view name ever. Great Balls of Fire, dude. Awesome. Yeah, a dream match for me, Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. It might not be the most entertaining match wrestling-wise, but two big behemoths that I would like to see go at it. Let me know your thoughts on the pay-per-view. If you watched it, if you hated it, if you liked it, let me know. And yeah, it's Taj, and I will see you guys. And I will be doing a Q&A for Money in the Bank pay-per-view, so that'll be up in a couple of weeks. So yeah, watch out for that. And yeah, see you guys.